You mentioned this description of you playing music for ESTG,
Mm-hmm.
and he has this response. And then you get a DM from one of his, I don't know if it's his producer or one of the producers that he's known to work with
Mm-hmm.
quite frequently, but it cultivates into a project of its own. And the success you garnered from playing him music spurned or spawned all this other effort that came about.
Yeah.
But someone you played music for recently had a different reaction to it,
Yeah.
which was Lil Yachty.
Yeah.
And of course, that clip is viral and all over the
Well,
place.
yeah.
Is there anything you want to say in response to that clip, what took place in the stream,
Now,
him,
so
so on and so forth?
with the Lil Yachty thing, Lil Yachty had he went on Cenat's stream, and Cenat was playing my song "Hello" featuring DDG, and he was just like basically like the song was ass, you know. And then you got people who gonna glaze Yachty, so it's like whatever he say they gonna ride with it, and then it just like I was getting like a lot of comments like, oh, the song ass, ass. Yachty said his ass, so I said his ass. You feel me? And at the time, Yachty was one of my top favorite artists. So I was like, damn, that shit had put me in like you feel me? I felt the way about it. Cause I was like, damn, bro, I really don't give a fuck what people say about my music, but when it came to somebody I actually like inspired, like, you know what I'm saying? Like somebody like music who I rock with and somebody, you know what I'm saying, who I followed, like when he was in college to now, for him to say that, I was like, damn. Then ain't like he just said it. It's like, man, he on Castanet stream with it and everything. Castanet probably got 100,000 people watching. Then he got his fan base watching and everything else. And I'm like, I'm still an artist trying to come up. And then I'm getting all these comments. I'm like, damn, I ain't never dealt with nothing like this before. I'm like, damn, I'm getting like so much hate, so many people saying ill, you know what I'm saying, ill song. Yachty said his ass. So I'm like, damn, all right, but whatever. It is what it is. But I just like moved past it. Then whatever. I think so. Then after we was at a pool party, and Kyle was like, yo, pull up. So Kyle like pull up. Damn, what happened? And he just walked me here like, yo, y'all is rich. And just like shook my hand and everything, but ain't nothing happened. I was just like, okay, cool, whatever. So then, recently, Kyle pulled up on Deshae. Yachty pulled up on Deshae, and I seen Yachty was on there. But I was like, shit, I was over it. You know what I'm saying? I'm on some trolling shit. You feel me? I'm on some trolling shit. So I pull up in there while they listening to my music. And I'm like, nah, nigga, you finna listen this time. You finna lock in this time. You feel me? Whole time I'm trolling. We dapped up, we laughing and shit and everything else. So he play one of my songs and he on his phone. I'm like, nah. So I start the song back. I'm like, bro, you gotta lock in. So then we laughing about it and everything else. You know what I'm saying? And then after I was just like, you know what I'm saying? I felt like we was cool. You know what I'm saying? So I was just like, man, I'm gonna be real, bro. I ain't gonna lie. When you said that shit, bro, that shit had hurt me, dog. I don't got too much pride, nigga. I can tell you, bro. Like, as a man to man, I'm like, bro, that shit hurt me when you said that shit, bro, and everything else. You know what I'm saying? Just the part of my career. I was just like, just being like, just honest with him. I'm like, damn, I fuck with Yachty. I fuck with Yachty tough. So I was just like, damn, bro, that shit had hurt me when you said that about me. I'm like, man, I'm listening to all your songs, every album you drop. You feel me? Every all shit, and you said that shit about my music, bro. I'm getting hate online, bro. I like, bro, you don't know what that shit did to me, bro. But I like, either way, shit, I'm good now. So I was like, yeah. But people took it as like I was pressing them. I was like, bro, I wasn't trying to press you. I was just like, you know what I'm saying? Just having a conversation, just being honest with you, bro. Like, you feel me? Like, I still listen to Yachty shit today. Like, I don't got nothing against Yachty. I hate people try to spin a narrative like I was pressing him and everything else. And I hate that. I think he felt like, I don't know if he felt like I was pressing him or something. But yeah, but it wasn't nothing like that. I was just like, you feel me? It just went how it went, but you know what I'm saying? I ain't mean no bad intent behind it.
Yeah, there were clips with titles saying you were pressing Lil Yachty and things of
Yeah,
that nature. And, he was defending his opinion and himself, and he was
yeah,
telling you things like, yeah, this is not the end of the world. It's just
yeah,
one song. I wasn't feeling it. That doesn't mean this is it for your career. You could have another song that I would enjoy and things of that nature and
yeah.
so on and so forth. But um, since the clips came out saying you pressed him and things of that nature, has there been any other developments with this scenario between you and him, or what people
No,
saw in that stream of you together talking in dialogue about it, that was what it was? That's as far as it's gotten
I
at
mean
this point.
that's just what it was. Like I said, I just you know what I'm saying. Like I said, it wasn't meant to be taken out of context like that. But I mean, it's just a lot of shit I do always get taken out of context, and people do that and everything else. But like I said, I ain't really mean no like you know what I'm saying. I was just trying to tell the nigga like, hey, that shit. You feel me? 'Cause I don't really care about like people can have their opinion and everything else like that. I don't really care. Like that's like you like who your number one podcast person you like to watch. You know what I'm saying? And then he tell you, hey Smallz, your podcast ass. And you be like, damn, bro, like, I started my podcast because of you. You know what I'm saying? You
And
tell my
saying it in
shit.
front of his entire
Yeah,
audience.
and saying in front of the entire audience, and you be like, damn, that shit make you rather a random person walk on the street and be like, Smallz, your podcast ass. You be like, I don't get no fuck. Versus, you know what I'm saying? And that's how I was just looking at it. But I was just like,
But do you take something of that nature, as innocent as it was,
yeah.
do you take something of that nature and harness it and say, I'm going to take this fuel and make even better music? Because if he thought this was ass, I'm going to make a song that he can't deny, that's undeniable. Not just him, but the rest of the world. Because, you know, he could be speaking for others. If he thought it was ass, there might be some others that have. And music is subjective. There's some people that might love that song or like that song, whatever the case may be. But because he said it and he stamped it, just that song in particular, does that fuel a fire to be even better with, you know, how you create your music and what you create and the subject and so on and so forth? Have you used it in that sense yet, or
I mean,
it's just a
you know,
person's opinion? It is
at
what it
the
is.
end of the day, it's just a personal opinion. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, everybody music is not for everybody. I got this a couple artists out here that's selling platinum albums and singles and getting Grammys, and I don't like their music. You know what I'm saying? And it's like just one person's opinion. You know, so it's like I still do what I do. I'm not gonna change up what I do for somebody else because I know who I am and I'm gonna stay true to myself. So it's like the people who rock with me, they rock with me. If you don't, then it is what it is. You know, it just happened to be somebody who music I actually fuck with. You know what I'm saying?
And you actually had the confidence to display your feelings and how you felt. How many
Yeah.
times does this happen where someone does feel a type of way, but they harbor it inside and they
A lot
don't
of people
speak out
a
about
lot
it?
of people be pussy. A lot of people be scared, bro. A lot of people be dick riding and glazing, bro. At the end of the day, bro, I'm a grown ass man. So it's like, bro, I put my pants on just like, you feel me? You put your pants on. So it's like, bro, like, I ain't got too much pride. I'm going to tell you, like, hey, bro, I don't care who, like, it could have been Jay-Z. I would have said the same thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't really care. I'm just like, at the end of the day, like, whether you respect it or not, I'm just, you feel me? I'm having a conversation with you. I'm not finna duck my tail because of who you are, you know? And it's like, either you respect it or you don't.
Now, I understand because it was someone you looked up to, that's why it was hurtful. But do
Yeah.
you respect his honesty?
No, I respect his honesty. You
Okay.
feel me? I understand his standpoint.
Got it.
He was just like, I understand it. Like, I hear you for sure.
And
Yeah.
you know, because there's some artists that aren't. Not only is an opinion given by someone that they looked up to, but they could just berate said artist for having an opinion and saying it out loud versus you respecting the opinion. Okay, it wasn't his liking or his cup of tea at the time, but you know,
Yeah.
and not for nothing, just in your defense here when it comes to music. He was listening to that music. I don't know if he was listening to it in a speaker system or just off of a phone or a computer. I don't know.
I think like some computer speakers.
Some computer speakers.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes music can hit people differently in different platforms or mediums. So, for
No, for
example,
sure.
if you're listening to a song off of your phone, you might not like said song because of its the phone quality. But if you listen to the same song in a surround sound system in your car, that might hit differently. And it also may hit differently in a nightclub or a club atmosphere with those speakers, which is, you know, concert sounding and thumping, and you hear all the sounds you might not be able to pick up in a phone or headphones, the intricacies of the bass and this, that, and the third, where you might, how many times have people said, you know what, I really like this song now, but it was because they heard it in the club and not just off their phone. So that could also have something to do with it.
That's crazy you say that. I got this song with 310 Baby called Clap Like Hands. And I played it for DDG in the studio before. And he was like, it's all right, whatever. And I think like maybe like a month later, I had it played in the club. He was like, bro, this your song? I'm like, yeah. He like, bro, this shit hard as hell. I'm like, nigga, I played this for you like the other day. Man, you told me this shit was ass. You feel me? So, nah, I understand that. It'd be like that for real.
And then
So,
also,
yeah.
too, something you honed in on is locked in, right? Was he
Yeah.
locked in listening to it when he gave his opinion? Was it just background music when he was giving him? Was he rolling up a joint and listening to it? You know, so that's another thing.
Yeah.
When people listen to music, are they listening? Are they locked in?
Yeah.
Versus it's just background noise or ambient music. Yeah, you're listening to it, but are you really listening to it?
Yeah, no, for sure. Yeah, so yeah, either way, like I said, I don't think he was like all the way locked in. I don't know, maybe. Seemed like he was, but you know, people heads be everywhere sometimes, man. So you never know.
Now, is this situation between you and Lil Yachty
Mhm.
over and done with? And only asking you here because there was some verbiage changed on your about section on Spotify. So before, if one were to look at your about section on Spotify, there was
Yeah.
a bio about you,
Uh-huh.
like, where you were born, raised, how you got to where you're at. And now it just simply says, baby rich greater than little boat. So
Yeah.
is this situation over?
No,
Is that you
that's some
trolling?
trolling shit. That's some
Okay.
trolling shit. Yeah, that's some trolling shit.
Has anyone else picked up on that except for
Nah,
me here
nah, you
yet?
don't
Or
probably that picked up on it.
and
That was some trolling shit for sure. That was some trolling shit, 1,000%. Yeah, that shit
okay.
hilarious.
All right. Well, anything else on this situation or anything else that wasn't covered during this interview here?
Nah, everything was cool. Like I said, I don't got no beef with nobody. I don't got no issues with nobody, man. Nah, everything cool, man. You know, talked about the album, talked about everything. Yeah, nah, we good. Yeah.